Hey there, just got off of a great coaching call with a private client, and it was a topic that's come up several times before, working with folks that are wired like me. High achievers, folks that, we like to accomplish less. You know what I mean? Like, and if I'm not doing something, like, here's a question to ask yourself. Can you carve out time and sit and do nothing? Do you feel like you're like, like a caged animal? I gotta be doing something. I gotta be doing something. I've gotta accomplish something. I've gotta, like, this is wasting time. We got plenty to do. No idle time. No idle time. In the style of karate that I study, it's very snappy. It's the good techniques are thrown quickly and efficiently, and much like I guess you would see Bruce Lee do, or Chinese kung fu. To generate the level of power, though, think about this. To generate that level of power, it requires a couple things. One is the mechanics behind the body being the structure, what's necessary. But then once you have the proper structure, the good tight fist and all the pieces and elements that are necessary, the good stance, then it's a matter of how you channel energy through your body to that point of contact, if you will. The energy is pulled from the floor, from the stance, and it's drawn up from the heel, through the knee, through the hip, through the center line, and then through whatever appendage that you're utilizing to throw the technique. Now, the point of impact, the exact point that you're making contact, just before that contact point, right? You're throwing a punch, just before you're making contact with that punch is when the body becomes rigid. It's like when we go into like a full yang process, if you will, where everything is just solid, intense. And then it's just after that point of impact to go into a snapback mode, where we're releasing the energy where we want it to go and coming back to a recovery, or the next place that we want to travel to. Of which case, then also I'm going back to a relaxation state. In fact, on the front side and back side of that point of impact, what's really happening is that I want to be as relaxed as possible, with still having structure, enough structure and defensiveness. And it's a yin yang energy, and it's hollow, it's empty. And when point of contact, yang is full. So this is how we balance these two sides and leverage them to create a much higher level of power. Now, what the hell does this mean to you if you're not throwing punches? Think of it as someone who is a highly productive, high-level achiever. And think about it in the state of regards to how you manage your calendar and how you manage your state and your time and energy. Your state being like are you in flow? Are you tuned in? Are you rested? Are you present? Are you engaged? Right? You're really at your best, peak performance? Right? That's the state we're talking about. Yeah, the emotions that you're facilitating, being in the present moment, right? All of that. And then how you manage that state in the context of your time and energy in your calendar, how you manage yourself. For most of us high achievers, we have a very hard time creating space in our day. Empty space, emptiness. But there's a power in the emptiness. Take this as an assignment. Create some space this week. Maybe it's an hour, and do nothing. Like, the goal is not to accomplish something. And pay attention to where you have resistance to this. And ask yourself, could I leverage that space to generate more powerful flow throughout the rest of my week and throughout the rest of my day, if you will? So thoughts. So I thought something to noodle on, if you will, that it's extremely powerful if you're looking to create higher states of consciousness and, quite frankly, higher states of productivity? What if more and harder wasn't the answer?